both his hands wrapped round the neck of the hurley, his arms and body coming back from the swing. I understood. He'd used the little ball as a missile. He'd fired it straight into the dog's open jaws. For a moment, nobody moved. Then everyone came at once. The girls I'd been skipping with inched out onto the road. The boys came racing across from the green. They all formed a circle around the dog and the boy with the hurley stick. Mary's leg was covered in blood. She whimpered in protest as I hauled her to her feet, but I was determined to see what was happening. I put my arm around her and took her weight as we hobbled over to where Rashers had fallen. We pushed our way into the circle. "He's dead," someone said. "He's pretending," someone else said. "He'll jump up in a minute and savage the lot of us." But there was no doubt. Rashers was dead. Up till then, in my imagination, death looked like sleep. That day, I understood that death has its own particular stillness. Rashers' eyes were glazed. His teeth were frozen in a surprised snarl. There was blood in the white spittle foaming about his mouth. His paws were limp and heavy on the ground. He was dead, dead, dead. As dead as the half-cows hanging in Butcher Hegarty's shop window. As dead as the pig's head with the wizened apple on the cracked china plate. As dead as the sheep's hearts on the metal tray. As the tripe and the rashers arranged in squelchy rows besides the heaps of dead pink sausages. "You killed him," Gus McCroy said. His eyes were big as balloons. "You feckin' killed him?" "Stone dead," Kit Crosby said. I stared at Seth. He was breathing hard and his hand still gripped the hurley stick, but his face at that moment was like no kid's I'd ever seen. It was contorted into a grimace and Seth Cullen was lost somewhere inside it. His skin was drawn back so tight I could see his skull. His eyes were bulging and black. His lips, normally full and soft and pink against his pale skin, were thin and bloodless, stripped back from his teeth, brand new incisors too big, too sharp in his little boy mouth. "Holy cow!" Gus said, slapping his friend on the back. "What a shot! It must have been 100 miles an hour." "Shame to waste a good slither," Kit Crosby said. "I'll get it for you, Seth." Kit knelt in front of Rasher's gaping jaws and reached a shaking hand towards those bloody fangs. There were gasps around me as everyone realised what Kit was about to do. Louise O'Toole squealed. Mary dug her fingers into my arm, but we stepped closer. Kit counted to 3 under his breath and pushed his hand between Rasher's teeth. Mary wailed. The boys began to chant. "Out! Out! Get it out!" A wildness ripped through us. It spread across Kit's face, caught every boy and most of the girls too. Gus McCroy grinned, kicked the dead dog and whooped. Connor McNessa grabbed hold of Rasher's tail and made it wag. The boys howled with laughter. The girls clutched their faces and each other. "Out! Out! Get it out!" Kit began clowning with his hand inside the dog's mouth. He let on he'd sunk his arm halfway down the dog's throat and he couldn't find the ball. "Out! Out! Get it out!" He pretended Rashers had him. "Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!" he yelled, thrashing around, eyes popping, fighting off Rashers with his free arm. We were all yelling, screaming, squirming. When he pulled his hand back out and held the little leather ball above his head, we cheered. He wiped it clean on the leg of his shorts and presented it to Seth, whose eyes were returning to their usual colours, one green, one blue. I saw the rage slide off his skin like a passing shadow. He tossed the killing ball up into the sky. We raised our faces to watch it fly above us, higher, higher, till it stalled at last and fell back to Seth's outstretched hand. We cheered again.